Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's gonna be a lot of things in this video. First, I am teaching my friend Twyla how to shoot film with a flash in a studio. Then I'm attempting large format photography for the first time. That is alone quite an adventure, definitely not without any mess-ups, but more on that later. And finally, I will be trying super panchromatic film for the first time. I don't really shoot black and white, I mostly tend to shoot color, but after this experience, I might shoot more black and white. So my friend Twyla asked me to teach her how to shoot film with studio lights. So we decided to shoot some medium format, and I was very excited to try large format for the first time, and she happens to have some experience with that. So for the light, I didn't want to complicate things. The light setup was ridiculously simple. I brought my strobe, and then we figured that none of these soft boxes in the studio would fit. So we found this shoot-through umbrella, and let me tell you, that worked so well. And in my opinion, umbrella is the most underrated light modifier ever. This was our one light setup. It produced very nice and soft light. Big thanks to our model Corinne. It was so much fun to work with her, and we came up with a lot of cool photos. For the cameras, I have used Hasselblad 500cm, and Twyla used her Bronica SQ. And for the film, my first roll was my last roll of Cinestill Red Drum, and Twyla has shot Fuji Provia 100, and we both metered everything at 100. I'd like to talk a little bit more about my results from Cinestill Red Drum film. I've metered this film at ISO 100, but I think I overexposed it too much to my taste. Colors turned out very washed out, non-vibrant. There's no this bright orange reds. There's like very faint orangey yellowish tones that I am honestly not a fan of. So you know, this is a perfect example of when the color doesn't work, you just convert photos in black and white. And I did that. I really like the results of Red Drum scanned as black and white. On this shoot, I also decided to experiment with double exposures. I've never done double exposures with Hasselblad because 500cm does not have that feature, but you still can make it. So I took first exposure, put dark slide in, took out the film back, turned film advancer, put the film back again and took another exposure. And that's how I came up with these double exposures. I think they turned out pretty good. Actually, this is the only photo in color that I liked the colors. Whenever I make double exposures, I underexpose each exposure by one stop. Then I decided to shoot another roll, and I had this expired Rollei RPX25 film. Side note, this film is extremely curly, which makes it really hard to scan. I've metered this film at ISO 25. Whenever I meter, I tend to expose to shadows. Generally, there is one stop of light between my highlights and shadows. I don't know how, but I totally overexposed this film. I think I should have metered to highlights, not the shadows. With the fact that it is super panchromatic film, it has more sensitivity to red. That means this film will smooth out the skin. Well, I guess I learned something here. Anyways, after seeing results from this roll, and I really like this glowing effect on the skin, and I will be definitely experimenting with super panchromatic films in future. So if you have any suggestions on which super panchromatic film I should try next, leave the comment under this video. Let's move into large format. Twyla had this huge field camera. For the film, she's been using some Portra 160 and Fuji NPL 160. Look at these photos, they look so pretty. And also I wanna show Twyla's photos here instead of mine, because mine were so messed up. So for my large format camera, I have this prettiest Graflex crown graphic. I got this from someone. I want to say that I'm very humbled by your offer, and thank you so much for letting me use it and just learning how to do this. I'm super excited to learn more about it, and definitely I'm looking forward to use this camera whenever I have an opportunity to do so. So these are my results from large format photography. Hopefully it will look better next time. There were 2 holes in the lens board. It did not occur to me that those were obvious light leaks, and I mean, I already taped them. That's where this ghosting effect comes from. No matter these mess-ups, I still enjoyed the process a lot, and the experience allowed me to troubleshoot the problems and fix them. I already shot a few more portraits. I still need to develop that film, and unfortunately my community darkroom is closed until September, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to develop those sheets earlier than that. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in another one.